Hello, good morning. Joni Rotten is reporting to you something I came across. I'm clearing off tabs, so I'm going to read off some of these tabs. I was digging into some fault lines. This was one of the directions that I found myself in, so I wanted to just take a look at a rotten business, a Dalradian, local knowledge, global expertise. That's what they're about. Did you know? What are they? So it says here, we're a mineral exploration and development company supported by the U.S. investment. So I don't know if that means tax dollars or what that means, but U.S. is investing and is supporting. We've been working on the, I'm going to totally screw this name up. I'm not even going to try. A polymetallic deposit in West Tyrone of Northern Ireland since late 2009. We've done a lot in that time, they say. So let's take a look at what they've done. Since 2009, we've explored for a broad range of minerals in Northern Ireland, including precious metals, base metals, critical minerals, and rare earths. We've explored the area to understand the size and quality of the deposit, carried out engineering studies to gauge what is required to get it out, and economic studies to see how much it will cost. This is from 2009. We have also carried out extensive environmental studies to understand the local conditions and inform our plans to minimize our impact. You're too busy anyway. These studies form the basis of our environmental monitoring program, which will continue throughout the life of the mine and after its closure. Our name invokes the Dalradian supergroup, a geological structure that stretches from the Atlantic coast of Donegal to east coast of Scotland. The Sperrins is an outcrop of this supergroup, as are the Grampian Mountains in the Scottish Highlands. The geologists who first identified this structure in the 19th century adapted the name from the medieval Gaelic kingdom that once straddled the North Passage. Dalriada. I'm sure I'm saying these things wrong. Anybody who lives in these areas, have you ever even heard of this company? Do you know about this? Our team combines with local knowledge of geologists, environmental scientists, administrators, and community workers from Northern Ireland with mine engineering and finance expertise from the United States and Canada. We're going to find a few of these places in these tabs to be linked. I think you'll see that some of these that I'm going to read and upload will be a LinkedIn ways. In November of 2017, we submitted a plan application to Northern Ireland's Department for Infrastructure, requesting permission to build an underground mine. You can view the application here if you are interested. It's got a little video. Yeah, let's play the video. So I'll change my tab. Okay, so let's play this little video. Play video. Maybe play it. Is it going? There it goes. Okay.
Dalradian have been working on the mineral deposit in West Tyrone since late 2009. In that time, we have progressed from exploration to quantifying the amount of gold, silver, and copper in the deposit. Then on to preliminary engineering studies, an economic feasibility study, and an environmental assessment. Throughout that time, we have maintained a strong environmental, health and safety track record. In November 17, we submitted a planning application to build an underground mine. We currently employ 40 people here in Tyrone, with another 5 in our Canadian office.
Well, there you go. They're watching the environment and they're supporting the community. What more could you possibly need to know about that? Let's see. So I love all of the time, every time these businesses, they have something that they're doing. And instead of telling me about the company itself and what they do, they just tell me about all of the good things they're doing and how responsible they are. And here it goes, that when you're on the page as me, it says a responsible business. I doubt that, seriously, but let's see what they say. We take our responsibilities seriously. We have an obligation to ensure that the local and wider communities benefit from the mine. Are they going to benefit? I don't know. First and foremost, our operations adhere to high health, safety, and environmental standards. We promote sustainable practices through our business and foster positive relations with our staff, supplier, and contractors. We believe in respecting human rights, and contributing to the positive realization of rights is important to the operation of our business. What human rights? Maybe I don't want you taking my stuff from my country. I don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, what rights? I don't have any rights if it comes to a business, but let's keep reading. We've also created the Dalridian Community Fund, formerly known as the Tyrone Fund. It's just one way of giving back to the local people. Oh, thank God. So far, we have distributed over 1.2 million pounds in grants to over 650 local community groups and healthcare providers. Their work has helped to protect the local freshwater pearl mussel, reached out to older people in isolated parts of the countryside, and support the learning of local kids. Wow. Let's take a moment. We are also investing in the future of the Tyrone's young people in collaboration with local colleges. Our goal is to train local school leavers and provide a firm foundation for their future careers. Our responsible business report details our business strategy, activities, and performance in a number of areas, including the environment and support for its local community. And here are their reports, the responsible business reports that they send in. See, we're responsible. They've got what they've done in the community here. We've set aside an additional 4 million pounds subject to planning approval to cover our projected 20-year mine life. So they're going to be there for a minute. That also makes me wonder why people are coming in. I don't know. Freshwater pearl mussel. Our funding helped to protect the river and the local. So we're not polluting the river. Don't worry. We have a community development association that you can join for its unique ecology. Carbon neutral. They're carbon neutral. We are consistently looking at ways to reduce our carbon emissions, global warming and all. And what we can't reduce is offset by supporting a certified project. So if they can't delete it, they just throw some money at something else that's certified. And that's how we, ask for forgiveness. We also have begun a native tree nursery project as part of our long-term plans for offsetting and progressive restoration at the proposed mine site. What is that? Bursaries to Southwest College. Our bursaries support students who have shown a flair for entrepreneurship to continue their studies at Southwest College. And we have new road surfaces. So the local roads were upgraded with our support, I'm sure, to help your trucks and things. Don't worry, they have health and safety at the forefront. Health and safety is at the core, sorry, not the forefront, the core of our corporate culture. We believe that no task, however important or pressing, should be carried out in an unsafe way. We hold our employees and contractors accountable for their health and safety performance and aim to exceed the relevant legislation, laws, and international guidelines. We're going to exceed it. That's our goal anyway. Health and safety is built into our plans and designs. We provide the right information, training, and supervision for everyone who works on the site and support them with the resources and equipment to manage health and safety risks. They have a zero harm target, regular task observation, and risk assessments. Those are done regularly. A system to report, manage, and learn from injuries, illnesses, and near misses. A set of health and safety key performance indicators, systems for workforce participation in health and safety policy making. Here we are giving awards. Investors in people. We invest in people. Gold. Look at their balloons. The investors in people. Over the last 13 years, Dalradian has become part of the community. We are committed to developing the skills of local people. Our training programs have provided over 16,000 hours of training to our employees over the past 8 years. It's provided internships for 35 young people to experience the mining business firsthand, developing programs in collaboration with local colleges, partnerships that will continue throughout the lifetime of the mine. So when they're gone, the colleges are out of luck. Here we are. Look at these responsible people. Take a look at their faces. Do you recognize any? And join their team. We want to hit the ground running. And when the project receives planning permission, we need a host of local people to help us get going. There you go. Would you like to work with us? Can you support our business operations? It's supported by U.S. investment. Anyway, this is an interesting website or business. Here's all their little, their project, a state-of-the-art modern underground mine. We've spent 13 years researching how to realize that potential in a way that maximizes the benefit for the local community while minimizing the impact on the environment. The result is a modern mine that sets a new standard for the industry. I can't help but think that every company has this shit on their page, and then suddenly they're thrust into the news because they've had a collapse or something. Oh, we got a new video. Watch the project. Let's see.
We are proposing to build a modern underground mine in Tyrone. This is one of the world's best undeveloped gold deposits and also contains silver and copper. It will create 1,000 jobs and will operate for at least 20 years, giving a boost to local businesses and allowing young people to find good, well-paid employment locally in Tyrone. The project is currently moving through the planning process, and as it's 100% carbon neutral from day one, it will be the first of its kind in Europe.
Wow. The first of its kind in Europe. So let's see what it says. Welcome to our virtual tunnel tour. This animated guide tour will give you a good introduction to the project in 15 minutes or less. It includes lots of images and videos and covers both of our existing activities, locations, and our proposed mining site. So what that says, mine site. Tips to move through the deck. Oh, we're going to go on a let's go on a virtual tour. Okay, here we go. So we're going to move through the deck. Here's some tips. By clicking forward and back arrows, access other information by clicking on hotspots as you go through. This allows you to explore more information in a free-form manner. To rejoin the guided tour, either click back to the button or simply hit the next arrow to be taken to your next location. You can collapse the menu. Okay, many of the images. Okay, ask about our question feature. This tour works best on desktop computers. Okay, so let's do that. Looky here. We got a interactive content. Let's view the presentation. So here is our Google balloon, view here. Our satellite view. After we suit up in safety gear and have a health and safety induction, we're ready to begin the tour. We'll start with a brief orientation on the, I wish I knew how to say that, project, and then take you underground. Right. There it is. So let's do it. We'll just clicky around here. Oh, okay. That's to extend it or, okay. Well, okay. Here we go. So here is the area. The project location is Northern Ireland. I'll try to pronounce some of these things. I'm going to say them wrong, but you'll probably know which one I'm talking about. So I've got, is that Strabane up here on this one? I'm clicking on. Let's see, can we, oh, okay. Oh, I see what happens. Omagh, there. Here is the project. So these are the areas. Oh, here we go. So you just click on things. There's the site. Here's a site. Proposed mining site. Underground visualization. Oh. You see that? What is that? Our project is located in County Tyrone, about midway between Omagh and Cookstown. Let's zoom in a bit more. Okay, let's do it. Let's zoom in. Okay, I don't know. I want to play this little video here. Oh, I can ask a question and an AI. My fan is running, so my computer must be. Let's see. I should make this bigger, but I'll drop myself down here for those of you. Well, I don't know. It's either my computer is, oh, there it goes. Oh, okay. A 3D animation of their underground. Here we go. We're going underground. I can't zoom that in anymore. So, you can go to the website and check it out yourself, or apparently they're on YouTube. So you can go to their YouTube videos. Look at that, like an inside view of what this mine looks like. Look at all the little tunnels and things. It's very interesting there. Oh man, going inside. That is kind of interesting. I don't exactly know, anything about mining, but it looks very large. If these are tunnels, it makes me think of like Resident Evil with Raccoon City. And when they did that Raccoon City, and they kind of show this exact same kind of, oh, there we go. We're out and above the ground. We're back above the ground now. There it is. Wow, that's deep. Okay, let's go to the next page. So yeah, it's one of Curraghinalt. I'm not even sure how to do that. If I was to try, it's even hard to try to sound it out. Curraghinalt is one of the top unmined gold deposits on the planet due to its high grade. It also contains copper and silver. It is currently in the planning phase and has the potential to create a new industry for Northern Ireland. Watch the Emma video for a quick intro. So here is the Emma exploration manager. Yeah, I think we watched that. Oh yeah. Oh no, this one's different. It draws on chemistry, physics, and maths.
My name is Emma Brosnan. I work with the team to identify new gold veins within the deposit and to increase our confidence in the location of the veins already identified. I enjoy the multidisciplinary nature of this field, which draws on chemistry, physics, and maths. In the same day, I could be supervising drilling operations, taking visitors on a tour of our underground exploration adit, interpreting data sets, and modelling the geology in our 3D software. Curraghinalt is one of the world's best unmined gold deposits, and to have that here on our doorstep in Northern Ireland is a fantastic opportunity.
Wow, okay. So you can go take a tour? She gives tours? Somebody go get a tour of this place. Okay, we've got some more things. Green Castle and proposed mine over here. Green Castle Village, proposed mine site there. These are both on the other side of the ridge, just a short distance away. We scan around. So look how beautiful. All have underground. Like there's not many houses around here. And this is all taking place underneath your feet. To the right, we can see Gorton Village, where we have a small field office, and Omagh Town, where we have a larger geology administration office. It's approximately 20 kilometers away behind the ridge containing the marker. Okay. And that looks, oh, we've got more. Oh, here is a portal to enter the underground development. So here is the bit of green too that kind of blend in. Rehabilitated waste rock facility. This exploration site includes underground access to the gold, silver, copper veins, which were first created in the 1980s. Dalradian has been working on the project since 2009 and has lengthened the tunnels and done more sampling, drilling, and test mining. This is the exploration site tour here. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Look here. We've got, oh, look how much fun this is. So I'm seeing now we've got little, okay, underground tech. These are the videos. These are the turnings. The vein 75, vein 17, vent raise, drift, the introduction map of the underground workings. Let's do another little video here. A road header. Let's see what this one has to say.
My name is Dominic. I work in Tyrone as an underground technician for Dalradian. In 2015, I was home visiting and saw a job advertised in the paper, so I applied for it and got it. That was great because I didn't have to go back to Australia for work. Instead, I was able to stay at home with my wife and children. I think people should support this project because I've seen the benefits for myself of mining in places like Australia. It has been really good for the local communities. I hope that other people get the chance to stay at home and work for a company like Dalradian.
So that guy was in Australia working and now he's come home and he wants other people to experience this. Here is a machine. The road header was used to create a portion of the tunnel in the 1980s because explosive use couldn't be licensed. So road header, they would have blown it up, except they couldn't get a license for that. So bring in the machines. The road headers are normally used for soft rock, so it was tough work. How much of this impact? Here's some more authorized personnel. This makes me think of pictures from America. They were building tunnels and stuff. One of the miners in this photos from the 1980s is still working at the project today. One of these guys, we didn't get his name. It didn't say Steve on the left there has been working. So here is another slide there. Next slide will zoom in on this vein right here. So I click that. And here is a zoom. Here's what we've got here. Portal, a safe haven. We've got, you know, different things going on in here. In the mine, we've got stuff to keep the rocks from falling on your head. That's from 2016. Now that we've zoomed in, you can see the quartz. That's the white areas. And mineralized rock, the metal shiny in vein is 75, which contains the gold, silver, and copper, as well as fool's gold or pyrite. The blue paint shows the edge of the vein, which average half a meter wide. There you go. This is happening right under our feet, or your feet, or whoever's feet, whoever might live there. And now we're back outside. We got water treatment. So there we go. Here is it, our water treatment plant. The water treatment plant was built for our underground exploration project and tests for 16 different parameters, including pH and sediment. All water from underground site is taken to the settling pond and then treated and tested before it's released into the environment. Watch the environmental sample video. Here, we'll watch that.
My name is Courtney and I am an environmental sampler at a gold project in Tyrone, Northern Ireland. Our team constantly monitors environmental indicators such as water, dust and noise. The data is then independently analysed using very strict standards. I started as an intern and I am now a full-time member of staff. I'm developing skills and getting training to advance my career. Dalradian is an excellent company to work for. They care for our safety and well-being as well as the environment, which is very important to me. Supporting this project will allow more people to have the same opportunity I had. I would definitely recommend working at Dalradian. I love my job. Every day is different and it's great crack.
Okay. Dalradian. Okay, so here we've got some more pictures. There's after water has been treated and tested, it's released at the discharge point, agreed with the regulators who independently sample the water each month to ensure it's compliant with the discharge consent. Now that's scary because we already know that their parameters are pretty low on most companies. Now I'm not saying this company, but I'm just saying that we always know after the fact, don't we? After it's kind of too late. So, you know, they claim to be a good mining company. This engineered feature contains the waste rock from the underground development. The design includes benches for stability and many local bridges and roads watch the video for a time-lapse reclamation. So there's that. I don't guess we have to watch every video, but then I am kind of curious. Like, if I'm here, I'm here, you know, like, why not? And we're taking a tour of the business. We want to see all of the parts of the museum, right? We don't want to miss any corners of the museum. Let's see what this video says. Rehabilitation of waste rock. I mean, I'm learning things here. My computer's slow at the moment. All right, here it goes. This is why you speed up the streams, because you have like dead air. Like, fuck this. I don't want to take any more stupid tours. Joni. Nah, come on, come back. This is fun. Did you know these things? What are your thoughts on these things? You know, we've been in the Rotten Kingdom exposing several different corporations over the years that nobody's ever heard of. What's going on? Dun, dun, dun. The spinning wheel of death. Come on, you can do it, Apple. I believe in you. The fan is getting higher. The fan. Oh, my computer. If you're leaving from boredom, goodbye. Thanks for hanging out. That would be cool to know somebody that's done I mean, I can't do it, obviously, but it would be neat for somebody to go do some incognates. Is that the right word? And go take a tour of this place. They're offering tours. It's a current website. I see it's a time-lapse video of them with the waste rock. Okay. And there it is. Buildy. Burr, burr, burr. Oh, it's coming together. There it is. Oh, man. There we go. Now it just looks like a mountain. You'd have no idea. Within a matter of, what, 3 days? How many days? There's 4. There's the sun again. And it's really cloudy over there. A lot of cloud cover. There you go. Now you can't even see it. Whoop. There goes the swoop. There's the whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, and a little music at the end. Very interesting. Okay. So that's this lump here. You can't even see it. There it is. It just looks like the same. They've camouflaged it to look like the same of the little green squares. All right. So that's that. It's very beautiful there. It's a shame. Pretty country. Okay, come on. Let's go. Artist's impression of the proposed mine tour. Okay, so here they've put some artist of what it's going to look like eventually. There's a freshwater pond back here, a processing and support buildings back here by these trees, water treatment plant here, dry stack facility, a portal, the model of the deposit, and the underground visualization. And we're back, I think, to basically the beginning. And there's the pool's proposal. So you can see it a little bit better. This isn't here yet. This is being made. The ore stores back here on this little hill. We got a mine entrance. There it is, right into the mountains. You can't see it, or the hills rather. A workshop, an administration building. Trees for screening. Screening? Screening what? What are we screening? Who lives here that would need these trees to screen them? What an odd... Why didn't they? That's just landscaping as far as I'm concerned. Unless, you know, we've got green buildings here. I mean, who are they fooling now? But with this blend in, are they designing this to be invisible? Is that part of the zero footprint that they're talking about? I'm curious. I bet it is. I bet you it fucking is. I never even thought of it like that. Of course, part of our footprint is that you don't see us. We blend in with the hood because we're camouflaged. And then our project will create jobs and strengthen. And they've got a 20-year plus project mine life. They got 1,000 jobs in direct and indirect employment. So anyone's looking for a job should go check out this company because they're just now getting started. So you should go see what jobs, what they're hiring for. If you're stuck for work, maybe you can get a job at the mine here. You know, don't let the good jobs go to waste. Respecting the landscape, the site rehabilitation will start during operations and continue after the mining has finished. So they're going to keep planting trees and respecting the landscape. That's what we got. That's part of their zero footprint, or carbon neutral. We're committed to ensuring a net zero carbon emissions. How do you do that? Thanks to electric vehicles. How can you even say that when an electric vehicle itself has a carbon emission footprint? So maybe not after it's made and you're using it, but in the making process and all of the process, you mean to tell me that there's not any pollution emissions that comes out of building an electric vehicle, shipping them, anything at all? Advanced machinery and a carbon offset scheme, they even say. It's a scheme. They're so honest. It's fully funded. It's a reclamation plan. Reclamation plan? What the hell is that? It's fully funded. Who's funding it? Oh yeah, the US. 750 million pounds are spent in the local supply chain. So they're spending money within the country. They got some water protection. Operational water will be sourced on-site, recycled and treated to agree with the environmental quality standards before release. And then they've got a minimum 4 million pound of funding for local groups. So they're planning on doing good things. Well, this company sounds very promising. What are your thoughts? Do you know about this company? I imagine some people probably do. What are your thoughts about it? Do you know anything? Do they do all these great things for the community? Do they get plaques? And their phase 5 closure. Oh, look at that. So here is so phase 1 is the exploration, what we have discovered. So this has already happened. Phase 2 is the planning. And this is what they're doing now. Their research has informed our planning applications. It explains in detail. There, I can't zoom it in. Okay, that was tiny. How we develop the site for the benefit of so that's what we're seeing now. Yeah, look, it's website referring to 2017. Alternatively, hard copies are available in our office, the local library, and the community center. And they've got ecosystems and safeguards for the. So this is what they're in now. So get your application in. Lend your support. Come apply for a job in their planning system. And then they're doing construction. It will begin construction of the project after receiving planning permission. Construction will take roughly 18 to 24 months. So we've got modern design features. There's employment. I told you. Look, they're right there. They need people like Steve here. They are looking for you. And then phase 4, it goes into operations. They've thought about the long term in every stage of this project. We intend to maximize the benefits of our project for the local area while operating in an environmentally responsible manner. Is it environmentally responsible to literally poke holes and dig out the ground underneath the ground? I can't see that as being... In perforation, the more holes you have, the more unstable the product becomes. So if I take a piece of paper, so if you're getting a perforated piece of paper in a notepad, if you have your holes very far apart, it's going to make tearing that notepad much more difficult. But if you make them very close together, and the more of them, that's what I always think about all of these, fracking areas in Texas and these places where they just punch holes all over the place and then wonder why weird things happen. That's like basic, even my wee one knows that if I punch a bunch of holes, I can tear it easier. What a ridiculous thing. And then it's a closure. We're committed to leave a pause. Are you going to fill it back in? Are you going to return the gold after you've taken it out? You're removing the plasma from our planet and then just leaving a gaping hole there. That's weird. That's why the mine's closure is so important. So eventually they will close it. That's important. Why? Of course you're going to close it after you're done molesting it. You can go now. I'm finished. I have a couple drops of gold. It's not worth any more to keep. Anyway, it's got some things to say about the environmental impact. We got a cute little cow there. He's given off the carbon emissions, but we're not. And their philosophy, landscape restoration and ecological protection. And so you won't even know they were there. They will have come and gone. And the future generations won't even know. They're just going to come across holes in the ground and then write books and science and have what was this culture once like? They left holes everywhere because these holes will be around long after. And won't be nothing left. How they'll boost the economy. So a gold mine in Tyrone. Tyrone is a great fit for the skills, know-how, and experience that already exists here. It's a new industry for Northern Ireland. It's 2.4% reduction in Northern Ireland's trade deficit. So they're helping you with your trade deficit that you have taken on for so many others. Thank you, Deradian. There's 750 million pounds to be spent in the local supply chain. There's 90% of the new jobs to the area. 90% of the jobs are going to come from this place. They're expected to go to local people based on the experience of other mines. So 90% of the jobs in this area are soon to be coming from local people. 90% of that area. So that area is going to boom for a minute. They're going to be building houses, stores. If 90% of the jobs in that area are coming, so in a town, so I'm just thinking about in America, my experience as an American, and seeing this take place. So there's a spit town out in the middle of fucking nowhere, with a bunch of happy people. And some company buys a big, huge farm and they plant an Amazon building there, or a Ford dealership, or a Ford factory as in the old days, or a mine is found there, then what happens is that small little spit town then becomes a town. It ends up with a grocery store, a Walmart. That's always, at the past, getting a Walmart was made your town big. I'm not even shitting you. So if you're in the middle of nowhere, your closest Walmart at one point might have been like an hour away. Not now. There's one within 15 minutes. Not really. I'm still a good 30 minutes away from any Walmarts, but even still 30 minutes, it would be a couple hours at one point or longer, and so they just fill the small town with whatever business and industry is there. So you get new houses, you get shopping, and then when this place is set to close, as they've already said that they will do, what do you think happens to that 90% increase in population of that small town? What happens to those people that no longer have jobs? And let's just say that the company goes, okay, well, we'll give them jobs. We've got jobs over in Australia. There's a job coming up in Canada. And we got some gold mining going on other places. So what do they get shipped other places? So then what happens to the town once everybody leaves it? It becomes a desert. It's deserted now. How can you even claim a low to zero impact on the environment when this is the plans you have? That's very strange. It's as if you're not thinking. You're not thinking. Excuse me, Joni here in the back of the boardroom table. What happens after we close to the 90% increase of population? Are we going to bulldoze down the Walmart then, or the Tesco, or whatever we build there? I don't know what your thing is in Northern Ireland. I think it's Tesco. I mean, just think about that for a second. It's an interesting thought. If you've made it this far, leave a comment. You must say what you think of that. I want to hear. Then I'll know how many people listen to me all the way through. Because I love that when you put up a video and like an instant comment, and I've been guilty of this. Like I'll leave a comment and then I'm like, fuck, he just answered my question. Delete. Or people will pop in and say something that you're going to address further down into the, crap, he just said what I was thinking. So it's also got 15 million training program over the next 3 years. So by 2025, there'll be 15 million pounds in training. And the average salary, in case you are looking for a job temporarily, 20 years anyway. I mean, it'll be 20 years. So that area is going to bloom and blossom for a minute. Your average salary would be about 40,000 pounds. I guess that's good. So, maybe you should look for a job there. That's a 20-year job. It will create hundreds of jobs, it says. The mine will offer new careers for hundreds of people in the local district and throughout. Around 200 local people have already worked with us, and we have already worked, not still working, just have at one point come over for an inspection or to drop off some papers. I mean, that is a very vague statement, but they're looking for more. We'll need mechanics, lorry drivers, IT specialists, geologists, engineers, administrators, health and safety monitors, and environmental managers. People with farming and construction experience are well suited to mining jobs. We are creating specialized training programs to help local people skill up. These programs combine on-the-job training and courses at local colleges. A job at Dalradian is the beginning of a new career. More info. So there you go. Maybe I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do a we're hiring little stream. I'll do a video where I'll just tell everybody, hey, If you're looking for a job, if you'd like to get out of your city for whatever reasons, go check these guys out. 20 years if you do everything they say. All kinds of skills. That's really great. I'm going to do that. Look at that. We need a controller. We need an accounting coordinator and a contract coordinator currently. You know, but that's just in accounting. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'll do a separate job on that. A separate stream. That's going to be interesting. And then here is how they're going to support the community. We want to spread the benefits of our project as widely as possible. Modern mining projects bring prosperity to the areas in which we operate. Puns. Bring on the puns. We want to spread our benefits of our project as widely as possible. Modern mining projects bring prosperity to the areas in which they operate, as the experience of mines in the Republic of Ireland show. Bring on the puns. These projects have developed local skills, helped communities thrive, and provided opportunities for other businesses, all while respecting the environment. I mean, no, get the fuck out. Okay, so here we are. There's some guys. A tourist, there it is. We can go take a tour. Over 1,700 people have taken the tour to explore this tunnel. Our tours are a fascinating insight into our operations and modern mining in general. It's a unique opportunity to learn about the geological history of the area and the economic potential for the people of Tyrone. Similar attractions have drawn hundreds of thousands of tourists in other areas. So I don't know how to say, mining tours in company Roscommon allow visitors to explore a last working coal mine in Ireland. So you can go do that tour. Oh, so after the 20 years, you can become a tour guide. Oh, I see now. Fantastic. The National's Trust of Tours of this other word I can't say, gold mine in Wales, gives visitors an insight into the lives of miners in the early 20th century. And these tourist attractions support local guest houses, pubs, and hotels. So it becomes a tourist attraction. So they did think of it. Not that many people. Is it going to take 200 people to run the tours, though? I don't know. But everybody, so if I was investing, if I was a smart person and had some money in Ireland, you know what I'd do? I would start buying and building some houses in there. Maybe you could stay there for a moment. Maybe you might get a job. But then when it becomes a tourist attraction, I can turn it into an Airbnb and people can stay in it. I can make it kitschy, like a little, Shire or something from Lord of the Rings. And then that way, a lot of people will want to come and stay in your Airbnb because it's unique and quirky. Leading, and it's underground, like a little tunnel. Like you could feel, maybe you could make one feel like like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme, and you can make the houses be underground, like you're walking into a little. That would be rad. That's $1 million idea right there. Mark my words. In 20 fucking years, if anyone builds one of those, they'll be the most popular booth in town. Who wouldn't want to go there and stay? Oh man, yours just looks like a little house. I'm so sorry for you. Mine looks like the Hobbitshire. How rad is that? They're going to want to come back for that one. So there's $1 million idea being thrown out to the universe. Anyway, that's very interesting. And they're integral to the community. Has this Terra Mines in Navan County Meath has lifted every aspect of town life. They work closely with local people to support the community hall, and even the local anglers club. So there they have futures in mind. After 40 years of operations, it's hard to tell where the mining project ends. So there you go. A community pops up there. And just like I was saying earlier, so I should have kept reading. But it was fun to have a rant, so it's okay. Each has come to rely on the other. So they build these towns up, and then you can become a tourist and have, you know, an Airbnb and a virtuous life cycle. It's Tipperary, in County Tipperary is a greater prosperity, better infrastructure, and carefully restored landscape. I can hear every one of my friends correcting me when I say these words wrong. Every one of you I know is sitting there going, oh, Joni, it's Tipperary, or however it would be. And then I could just hear it in, you know, from over here and back in the past in time from when you're watching this, because I'm recording it. You know, just keep, what it is you guys don't talk to me enough. So I'm not getting, I need to listen more so I can get all these little letters that have fun sounds that I'm not familiar with. So anyway, yeah, this company looks like it has got some big plans, and, you know, you can ask them anything. Does it remove cyanide from its process, or why does it? You know, what happens when mining is over? This is great though, because if I can start asking questions, they can start hitting. So if I'm clever and I have asked some very clever question, they have an opportunity to address it before it becomes a public official question. So there's the careers, the suppliers, where they get the supplies. They've got some articles that are in the papers here that they want you to know about. Their contribution to the hunt for critical minerals, the reshaping, and, you know, they've got a bunch of solar panels, which will burn your clouds away. So maybe it won't be so cloudy. And then if you want to contact them, they have their contact information here. So there is a little tour through the, well, we should go back to their homepage. You know, once in a generation opportunity. I think that says it all right there. I think that's what we've gained from this 57 minutes. A once in a lifetime opportunities, jobs, community development, and environmental responsibility. And we are building a new future for Tyrone, supported by the U.S. investments. USA, USA, go America. All right. You're welcome on behalf of the place I reside. You're welcome, Ireland, Northern Ireland. Okay. That'll do it. Bye. My end outro won't play. I'm clear, it won't play. It's blue. It says it's playing. It won't play. Let's see. Oh man. We'll do it. It didn't like me. Oh well. I don't have an outro today. It won't play. See you later. Did you see that right at the end? I'll fart right there. You didn't give it enough time right there. Ah, screw it. I go to click and there it plays. Wouldn't you know? What are the odds?